Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of First Look Final Word, a podcast where this week we're going to do something a little bit different. All right, Trevor?
Yeah, that's right. How's everyone doing, you weather watchers?
I feel like you used that for Twisters.
What did I say for Twisters?
I can't remember.
I don't think I said. Anyways, yeah, what are we doing today, Pete?
Yeah, so we're going to try something a little bit different today. We're not going to review a new movie. We're actually going to do, and this is where I'm going to get stick, because if I say commentary, I get stick from people in the UK who would say commentary. So
We're doing a commentary.
We're doing a commentary.
Okay.
Of a.
Is it spelled the same?
Yeah, it's the same word.
Just like ignores the AR at the end?
Yeah, it's one of those British words, isn't it? That you just say it differently. But yeah, we're doing a commentary track for the 98, 96, what was it? The classic Hard Rain. We mentioned it on the, was it on the Twisters podcast?
It was on the Twisters because we were talking about natural disasters, and we both got so nostalgic for Hard Rain that we're doing this one now. So we tracked down a Blu-ray. If you want to listen along, like I think this episode would be perfect to listen to as a DVD commentary.
Yeah, you watch along, guys.
We'll also try to make it work as a regular podcast too, no matter how you want to listen. But let's fire this up.
Yeah, so if you're following along, pause us right now. Go cue it up, and then we'll give you a countdown for when we're gonna hit play on our stream here.
Okay, so our version has an hour and 36 minutes, 51 seconds.
Yeah, and we are gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
There you go. We should have volume a little lower so the mics don't pick up.
There you go. So we're hearing. All right, so here we
go. Classic Universal logo.
Yes, this is a new thing we're trying. We'll see how it goes. We'll have to fill some of the silences with some. I don't know. Any hard
MST3K-esque
commentary. We'll have to pull up some trivia about the movie or whatever. But was I right on the year? What year was it, Trevor?
I was opening up my phone so I could look. 98 action
98,
thriller.
Right. Yeah, I think it was late 90s.
Yeah, so this is by cinematographer turned director Mikhail Salomon.
Wow, I miss when they would pan from the studio logo to the actual movie. They just did that for Columbia. I don't know, they did pan to anything in particular, it's just like a mountain. But I miss when they used to do that.
So I didn't really recognize the director's name, and this is kind of like the main movie he's known for as a director, and this movie was not a financial success. So
no, well I did look a bit into that actually, and he was a cinematographer before. And he was a cinematographer on The Abyss.
Yeah.
Which is why he got this job, I believe, because they did a lot of shooting in big tanks of water on The Abyss, and they're like, he must know about that, so we'll get him in. Randy Quaid's in this?
Yeah.
Wow.
He used to be like a semi-serious actor before he went crazy.
He wasn't like Oscar nominated at one point?
Yeah, he was Oscar nominated for Midnight Express. If you ever saw that one, that's the Turkish prison one.
Yes. What is this we're seeing?
Yeah, and Ed Asner is in this.
Ed Asner, wow. He's got a powerhouse cast in this movie.
Yeah, so already, that looks a little CGI there.
Betty White? What is that? Is it supposed to be like something underwater?
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be like a farmhouse underwater.
Oh yeah.
All right, so yeah, we're panning in. We're seeing.
Yeah, it looks more like they're in the fog.
Yeah, like the water effects. Like it's not very convincing that this is all flooding here.
The font on these credits are interesting too. It looks like Tony Hawk, pro skater.
So where were those cows coming from? Or is that just okay?
Maybe they were just in the field and they got stuck out there. Kitchen Slater, co-producer.
Co-produced by the Slate Man.
Check him out. Oh, McDonald's plays for product placement. There you go. Even in flooded out little towns, there's still a McDonald's.
So I do actually think this establishing shot did a pretty good job of establishing the geography of the area.
Yeah, you reckon?
Because we see like there's mass flooding everywhere, but it's not quite, gotten every single street.
That looks weird.
Yeah, something weird's going on with the roads. And
I don't know if it's just this copy that we have, yeah, I think it's supposed. That looks really odd.
Yeah, it looks like they're driving on like a green screen. So, are they trying to make it look like the street is flooded?
Oh, I thought it was snow, but they're supposed to be sandbags, right? I see, they're sandbags, not snow. Yeah, it is flooded. I guess it just looked. I guess it just looked. Yeah, I guess it just looked weird, and from where we were seeing it.
Doggone it! So, what's your experience with this movie? We were talking about this a bit on our Twisters episode. Definitely. Oh, there's Randy Quaid.
I just wanted to reveal that was.
So Randy Quaid's the sheriff.
Yeah, so, I was thinking I've probably not seen this movie for like 25 years.
Well, yeah, the last time I saw this was definitely on a VHS that my family rented. I didn't catch it in theaters, and I guess not many people did actually catch this in theaters.
No, I don't think it made a lot of money. Nor did it get any. It wasn't well received at all.
Yeah, like I heard, like outside of North America, it didn't really get a release, so you might not have even got a chance to see it in theaters in the UK.
Well, I wouldn't have seen it in theaters back then. I just remember, it was one of those movies that I just watched a lot for some reason.
Well, it's kind of like a DVD classic, and I guess maybe not even a DVD classic, because this would have been before that. Yeah. Like just home video classic and then a cable classic.
Yeah, we definitely had the VHS copy of it knocking around.
Yeah. There's definitely like, there's some weird stuff going on with the visuals and that it's not entirely convincing.
I'm wondering if it's just this Blu-ray transfer that's just making it look a bit odd.
It does, like it's, like the characters are all standing out quite a lot. Like, though, I imagine they're in the same space as these things, right? Yeah. But it really looks like they're acting in front of a green screen, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Right, this is going to be important now. There's big bags of money. Is it I guess it's a good plan to just like rob. They're not robbing it, right? They're just collecting the money, right?
Oh yeah. So, yes, kind of tricked us there. We thought initially that a robbery was taking place, but it's just Ed Asner and Christian Slater.
They're just collecting up the money before it gets all flooded out.
Sorry, I guess you can't really edit out.
Yeah, I know, right? You have to be careful. We can't be chopping it up now.
So I get Ed Asner, to young viewers, is probably familiar as being Santa Claus from Elf.
Right.
He's also the very old guy in the movie Up.
Right, yes, Carl from Up.
I know I knew him as the voice of Jameson in the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s.
Oh, right, yeah, that's a good shout.
But he's like super famous television actor from being on Mary Tyler Moore, of which I've never seen an episode. But
no. But yeah, he's like a mainstay of US TV, right?
Yeah.
I totally forgot he was in this. He's the I'm too old for this shit guy in this movie.
So I think he's playing Christian Slater's uncle.
Oh, is it?
And then I think Christian Slater's kind of just doing this gig part-time.
I see. He's got bigger ambitions.
Oh, see, you just called him an ungrateful little shit.
Wow.
So Christian Slater is just like shitting on Ed Asner, saying that your job's not important.
Right, yeah, it seems a bit ungrateful. Seems a bit grumpy, old Ed.
So yeah, this is kind of coming in the heyday of Christian Slater as a leading man. It's not an era that lasted very long.
No, it didn't. Well, wasn't he? I was reading up on this today, and wasn't this like right in the middle of his like? Didn't he get done for drugs or something right around this time, and he went right into like jail after shooting this?
Oh, interesting. No, I had no idea.
Yeah, he went to you have to do like 60 days in jail or whatever, and then he went straight into rehab after that. I sort of think this might have been the end of his run of leading man roles.
Well, so let's see. It's like he's got a lot of supporting credits, and then just quickly scanning his filmography. I forgot he was in Star Trek 6.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a communications officer.
Oh, there's Morgan Freeman. Who are these guys that played Morgan Freeman's crew in this movie? I feel like I don't recognize.
I haven't recognized any of them so far.
I guess it's not really important. They're just guys.
Sending a message via crossword puzzle.
Guys, I could have just written it down anywhere.
Okay, so in '93, Christian Slater's in True Romance, which I feel like is probably his first like real meaty starring role.
Definitely.
Which is a great movie. I think it's probably his best role still.
Yeah.
He's in Broken Arrow in '96.
That was the one I was trying to think of. I love Broken Arrow.
Yeah, where it's like kind of like a two-hander with Johnny Travolta.
Yeah. I think had the same writer as this movie. It's the guy who wrote Speed.
Yeah, Graham Yost.
Yeah.
So it seems like this movie, they're basically just trying to do the same thing as Speed, right?
Well, it was actually conceived as a Speed sequel.
Was it really?
Yeah. And then they decided they didn't want to go with that because it was too different from Speed. So they just changed out the Keanu Reeves character.
Right.
And then Minnie Driver was supposed to be Sandy B.
Well, because like they even got another cinematographer turned director.
Right.
Because like the Speed was Jan de Bont.
Right.
Who was Dutch, so they got a Danish
like
cinematographer turned director.
It's like the same. I mean, I don't know how they would have made this work as being a Speed sequel. I guess Keanu Reeves' character is no longer in the, no longer a police officer. He's just driving trucks.
You can't really speed around and stuff. And
no.
Like it's I should say like it's just an absolute killer premise of a movie.
Right.
Like I could see why they went with it just being its own standalone thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, tied to Speed franchise. Though I did see the budget for this was $70 million, and that's where they kind of got into a bit of trouble.
Well, yeah, I heard, we can get into that, but I heard like there was a ton of reasons for that. Mostly because
like a lot of underwater stuff.
All the water stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I read earlier about it was, I don't know how true this is, but they said the studio was terrified of people getting Legionnaire's disease. So they were like, they said to the production, like, you've got to flush all the water lines every hour. You got to shut down production every hour and flush the lines. And they were like, but they're constantly being used, so they're being flushed like all the time. That's constantly being flushed because they're always working. And they're like, nope, you got to shut it down. And they're like, okay. So it said it like ballooned the schedule and the budget.
Just the water costs, I'm sure, would have been absolutely enormous.
And I don't know how true this was, but the thing I read, it said it was like there was zero chance of anyone getting Legionnaire's disease.
Well, yeah, like I guess like good on them for being concerned about it.
I mean,
that was probably for their own self-interest. But like to get Legionnaire's disease, you got to be in there for like days at a time.
Exactly. Yeah, I think there was some weird stuff going on this shoot, to be honest with you. I kind of missed that, but how did they manage to crash their truck into this water?
I guess he took a turn and just went, kind of straight in there, and Ed Asner not really paying attention. Or so it would... I think I remember that...
Oh, he's on the take, right?
He's kind of in on the...
Oh, yeah, spoilers.
Yeah.
That's why he was acting so grumpy. I totally forgot Randy Quaid was in this.
So now Randy Quaid is the sheriff, and actually he is pulling this off.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
Going around trying to round up all the people who refuse to leave. This is very believable that there would be like a few curmudgeons who would refuse to go.
There's always someone who's like, I'm not going anywhere.
Does this say where this is supposed to take place?
I don't know. Oh, it's Betty White.
Oh, we just learned that Randy Quaid lost the election for sheriff, I guess.
Uh-oh.
So maybe he's a lame duck sheriff?
I like the waterproof little sleeves they've got on their hats. Isn't that the point of hats?
Sorry, what do you mean?
The hat condom he's got on.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a hat
Like,
kind of.
why do you need a hat collar? Isn't that hat
Well,
supposed
his
to
hat's
keep...
probably water resistant rather than waterproof.
I guess so. It seems like, where'd you get a hat condom from? That just seems weird.
Practice safe hat wearing.
You don't want to get your hat wet.
Jesus, that looks... Okay, so Ed Asner and Christian Slater are in the money truck, and it's just slowly filling up with water.
Yeah.
It seems like there's got to be a more comfortable way for them to wait this out.
Yeah, well, it just seems kind of odd that there's just nobody about anywhere.
I was alluding to this a little bit during our Twisters episode that this was like sort of a big movie for me. And I was... So this came out in 98. I would have been 10.
Right.
And I liked like playing this movie after it came out, like pretending that my house was underwater and
just
stuff.
like every time it rained, you'd just be going out with bags of money.
I feel like this looked like so much fun. This is like a 10-year-old boy's perfect movie.
Well, that was the other thing I read of why it was ended up being so expensive. But Christian Slater had, and it makes sense because he's the co-producer, but he had in his contract that his body temperature could not be dropped by even 0.1 degree.
What?
So they heated all of the water to above body heat level, all of the water.
Okay. So it's all just like a hot tub?
So yeah, it's basically just like they were pumping it through heaters constantly. It just costs so much money. It's like,
you know what? And we mentioned The Abyss. Like that's probably all just like lessons learned from hearing about actors' miserable experience from The Abyss. It's like I don't want to end up like Ed Harris from that movie.
But it's funny because I read that, but then I also read that it was like, that like as Minnie Driver, there's a bunch of interviews of her just saying about how it was like the most miserable thing she's ever done in her life, and she hated it because of the conditions and the war and stuff. Wow, this has gone terribly.
So now they're sort of in an accidental shootout. Morgan Freeman's chewing out his guys, saying like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, because they accidentally shot old Ed Asner there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so. You know, Ed Asner really needed to have a conversation with his nephew before that. Oh, well, Ed got it right in the neck.
Jeez, that's brutal. God damn it, Kenny. Morgan Freeman looks so young in this movie. Oh my god. Yeah, we're all right. Just got shot in the neck.
It's so funny. He's the bad guy, and he's like, everyone all right down there. Well, I guess like he's. Sorry, Tom.
Damn.
So I had initially said that I thought it was Keanu Reeves in this movie with Morgan Freeman. And I think I was thinking about a different movie that came out around the same time. I'm trying to find out the name of that. Do you know that movie that I'm talking about? That Keanu Reeves finds how to use water as like a fuel source, basically.
Oh, that's so.
And then I think Morgan Freeman's the bad guy in that one.
Right. What was that called?
Chain Reaction.
Chain Reaction, that's it.
Came out in 96, so that was 2 years before that.
There you go. Here's a bit of trivia for you, Trevor. I'll see if you looked this up today when I was looking stuff up. This was the second time that Christian Slater and Morgan Freeman have starred in a movie together. What was the first time?
Oh, so that would be Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is... Didn't we just talk about that movie?
I feel like we did.
I think we were talking about that on our accent movie.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, well, we definitely would have mentioned
Check out our Bike Riders episode. We were talking about accents, both Kevin Costner and... Well, Christian Slater's doing a little bit of an English accent.
I mean, I guess. But yeah, we definitely talked about the accents in that movie.
But that's how I, mainly knew who Morgan Freeman was because of that one.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so the reveal, the baddies know that Ed Asner's dead. He was their man on the inside.
Guess Christian Slater just kind of left him floating there in the water.
Ed Asner, too big of a name to keep around on the call sheet for too long, I imagine.
He's not gonna.
He's an old man. He did not want to be in the water all that
I'm
much.
not sitting in tanks of water for weeks on end.
You got me for one day in the water. That's it.
And most of that's going to be me in the truck. I like how they must have been like, we need to make Morgan Freeman look like more of a bad guy. Let's give him an earring.
Let's give him an earring and a cowboy hat.
Give him a bad guy earring and a cowboy hat and a leather coat.
Yeah, like, Morgan Freeman not really playing a lot of villains. He's a very sympathetic looking guy.
Yeah, that was the other thing I read about this one. Is that...
Oh yeah, I read this too.
About how like he was supposed to die in the end.
And yeah, test audiences.
I guess we don't want to spoil what's going to happen later on. But,
okay.
Yeah, we can get into that later.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But maybe just say test audiences liked his character too much.
Yes, they don't want him. They don't see him as a bad guy. But I mean, they do sort of play it like he's not a real bad guy. Like he didn't want Ed Asner to die. He'd set it up so they would just like get the money.
Well, I can certainly see what they're going for. Like he's not like a mustache twirling villain here. No, he's just a guy who, you know, he's smart. He wants like a quick payday, and he knows it's easier if no one gets hurt while they do that.
Yeah, it's like a victimless crime, right?
Yeah.
Apart from Ed Asner.
It's like punching someone in the dark.
Portman. Were they trying to make out that he was... Oh no, he's just hid the money in there, right?
Just hid the money, yeah. Hid the money
in
like
the mausoleum.
Is that what it's called? Is it still called a mausoleum when it's just for like one person?
I think so. If it's a building that has you put someone in versus burying them, I think it's a mausoleum.
All right.
I don't know. What else would you call it?
I don't know. A dead house.
A dead house.
And like, look at this. They're shooting in the windows, and then the water comes flooding in. Like, this is so much fun. Like, I love stuff like this.
They need getting some boats,
and they're gonna take the boat from the store. Like, there's so much you could do with this premise. This is gonna be like an absolute insurance nightmare for the people of this town, for sure. I recognize this guy.
Why do like these gangs always have super annoying idiots in them? It's like it's like we're putting together a gang to steal this money. All we need is people that aren't idiots. Well, how about this guy who's just going to start shooting and wailing and yahooing? He must be someone's nephew. I must have missed why he's there.
Finding all these guys on Craigslist.
He's like shouting off in the bar about how they're going to go rob a bunch of money and just shooting people. Just like, why? Oh, they got some jet skis.
Well, I guess like most of the people who've been doing this sort of thing as long as Morgan Freeman's character have either died or gone to jail.
I guess so.
And so you constantly, as a successful criminal, you constantly have to work with a new breed of idiots.
Yeah, I guess the people who want to be robbing banks and stuff are not usually the sharpest.
He should have just stayed in the cemetery.
How is he outrunning them when they're on jet skis? It's supposed to be a new jet ski. It's all scuffed up to shit.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that guy's definitely just doing donuts, having fun.
Just having a great old time.
Okay, and yeah, like he's in a flooded school. Like,
can you imagine your school's flooded?
Yeah, exactly.
Little 10-year-old Trevor is like.
But this is
pretending he's wading through his holes at school.
This is why this movie did so well on home video. Is stuff like this.
There you go. Maybe he's not so dumb after all. He clocked the broken window. Don't shoot him, he says. He's going to immediately start shooting at him now, isn't he?
Now, if you were a security guard, would you be going to these lengths to protect the money? I guess the fact that the uncle died makes it personal.
I guess
as well.
Whoa! Here we go. Here's a big chunk of the budget. Oh, remember this shot. Dive under the water because that fire was pretty close to you.
Now they're riding jet skis through the school. You know, I was worried this wouldn't have aged well, but this is aged perfectly.
He's just like literally hiding under the water there.
I think he's just under the water.
Wow.
Christian Slater just like dives under the water and a jet ski goes right over him. The guy doesn't notice. Now they're just roaming the hall in the jet skis looking for him.
That's hilarious.
I feel like one of the bad guys are going to have to die in the school.
I didn't remember that we were in a school.
So you think this counts as like a Die Hard-esque premise, right? Like, is it
Die
like
Hard in a school with water?
Die Hard in a flooded town?
Maybe. I still don't understand how they're not able to keep up with him in these jet skis.
Oh, so Christian Slater was actually at the top of some small stairs. A guy just went colliding through a trophy case.
How fast was that guy going?
Oh, it's Christian Slater's like little pun there was low tide sailor.
I like the watch your step and the low tide sailors. Oh, now he's pretending to be him. That's hilarious.
He just got his hat on backwards. You know, what would they do if Christian Slater went up those stairs?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why are they even chasing him on jet skis when he was literally just wading through the water? Just looks cool, man. He definitely fell off in that shot. Uh-oh.
So what is Christian Slater's plan here?
I don't know. Like, he's hit the money, right? So I guess he's just trying to get away now. Whoa.
Oh, does he? Okay, so he knows it's him on there?
Yeah, I guess
I missed that beat.
Yeah, I don't think that that amazing disguise lasted more than 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, like there's some not that great editing going on there because I was under the impression that Christian Slater was just trying to lead him away from somewhere.
That was an amazing shot though with the guy falling off the jet ski. I feel like that wasn't
planned,
choreographed. Yeah. He just accidentally fell off, and then like, oh, that'll work.
Ooh, now I have a jet ski. Ha ha ha.
Did he just take his tie off? He's like, I'm in business now. Oh no, he's gonna do so with the tie. He's gonna tie the throttle off with it.
It's just like Morgan Freeman slowly pursuing this jet ski in a motorboat.
Those edits were brazen. It's like the jet ski just bucket and cuts to Morgan Freeman just puttering along.
He just looks so proud in that boat too. Like he's got so much dignity.
He's a good bad guy. Whoa. What the hell just happened there? Oh, he tied up the jet ski and crashed it into a pole.
Yeah, I think he ditched it.
He's dead.
Yeah, movie over.
Oh, that guy's okay.
Yeah, Trophy Boy's fine.
Nice.
You're not tricking Morgan Freeman for a second. How do they not see him? He's right there.
What?
Oh, so I guess this character is good at quoting Bible verses. And Morgan Freeman's getting a lot of opportunity to monologue in this movie.
Yeah.
Guy just calling him loser as he goes away.
Seems like I don't know why you needed a crew of like, how many is there? 4 people?
Well, especially if it's an inside job already,
right.
Why do they need a crew that's that big?
We need one guy with the Bible verses, obviously.
All right, now Christian Slater is in a different location. He kind of just got away from them all.
Yeah, he just floated away on a log of wood, like as you do.
Now he's in a house that was protected by some sandbags, so there's no flooding here.
They got electricity and everything. Must have a generator.
This is what I remember kind of working well about this movie.
Oh, it's a church.
Oh, there you go. is that it did a good job of kind of like having highs and lows, and like it like allows you to take a beat, like because there's lots of flooding in one place, but then they go to a different place, and then that place is fine, then that can get
It
flooded all over
seems kind of
again.
inconsistent though with like what's flooded or what isn't.
It looks like they got a pump there,
Whoa.
pumping that.
Yeah, don't run a generator inside.
Right.
So it's a
So
good
they
way to
had
die.
Bible verses, and then someone hits him with a cross.
Now he's in jail. It's got to be Minnie Driver. She's supposed to be in this movie, right?
Yeah.
There she is.
There you go. So the two women in the movie so far have been Betty White and Minnie Driver.
I think they're the only women in the movie, to be honest with you, Trevor. I don't think there's many characters in this movie. Oh my word, is that Boggs?
Who's Boggs?
From Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
Is that his name, Boggs?
Which guy?
The guy who was like the head of the sisters.
Oh yeah, so the guy who got like beat up by Clancy Brown or whatever.
He's a guy who was always raping.
Yeah. So that's played by.
I wouldn't be able
Mark
to tell you his name.
Rolston.
Is it him?
Let me see.
It'd be a nice little Morgan Freeman reunion.
Hard Rain. Yeah.
There you go.
Playing Wayne Bryce.
Wayne. Has he not got any ID on him or anything?
What's that?
Has he not got any ID on him?
Well, he took his tie off,
Oh,
so he
yeah.
could be anybody.
He's like, I work for the for the guard. He's like, where's your tie?
Yeah, bullshit. Where's your tie?
Yeah. What kind of story is that, Mr. No Tie?
From the guys who killed my partner.
He was too old for this shit.
Yeah, so now just people listening at home, Christian Slater's in the jail.
There you go. He's got the shirt on.
And he's trying to explain to the sheriff and his deputies like that there's
$3
millions of
million.
dollars at stake here. His uncle / partner is dead.
$3 million. Why would
So
you tell
Christian Slater
all
just
these people,
tells
you
them
idiot?
where the money is.
That was not smart. I guess they decided the local police, I suppose, but that was a real terrible plan.
I would just say like I hid it in the cemetery. I will get it once the National Guard gets here.
Oh, he left his ID in the truck. It's like, sure,
But like this doesn't quite work the same level as like a Die Hard where, you know, he's saying that I'm a cop and then they don't really believe him.
Right.
Because he's wearing that uniform of a security guard officer.
Very true. But he does not have to tie, though.
And like the only reason he would have to lie about any of this is that he was caught trespassing in a church.
Yeah, they were like, "Are you trying to loot a church?" He's like, "Yeah, I got."
It's like, yeah, you're facing fines up to $500.
I went through all the trouble of getting a fake armored vehicle uniform so I could loot a church.
Yeah, $3 million is a lot of money. I don't know if I'm just telling a local sheriff.
No, because that sheriff's like, I've just been voted out. I'm going to take the $3 million and run, right? Randy Quaid's going to turn heel here.
Well, and they just established that Randy Quaid lost the election, right?
Yep.
Although, is that verified or is that just what Betty White said?
I guess, I don't know, how do you verify it? I didn't see any ballot results. I remember this, like, the most terrifying thing that haunted me from this movie was being trapped in a cell and that's flooding and just slowly watching the water rise until you drown.
Yeah, and this is coming like a year after Titanic was out, which had like similar things of Leo being stuck in a room.
Just being trapped and drowning. Yeah, I had a huge,
we were talking about this.
I had a huge fear of drowning when I was growing up. It's because of hard rain.
Drowning's got to be the worst way to go, I still think.
Yeah. Especially if you're trapped in a room.
Yeah.
And it's slowly filling up.
So you think it's better if you just get like thrown overboard at sea?
Yeah, I think so, right? Fast and quick. It's always better than slow and terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, they literally just locked him in the cell with nobody there.
This set is just perfectly designed to fill up with water. It doesn't seem very lived in, to tell you the truth. Like,
I feel like they can't just lock him in there and just go.
Like, look how close they are to the traffic lights as they're going around this boat. That's so fun. So they're establishing that this guy is very sweet on Minnie Driver, this one deputy. So I guess Minnie Driver's doing her best Southern accent in this movie.
Wow.
So did she just steal a cop boat there?
And she also assaulted a police officer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, left him to drown.
Guys, look at a gun magazine while it's on the shitter. Oh, this is the guy at the dam, right? I always remember it cutting back to this guy a lot.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this damn guy.
He's like, oh, better trim my wheel before it all explodes. And then at the end, it pretty much does explode, I think.
So quite a sophisticated system they have at this dam. The water was floating in as he was taking a shit, then he realized he had to open up a floodgate.
I feel like he's picking the wrong time to just sit on the toilet reading a magazine.
I think this is a pretty timely time to watch this movie because it's been like record
raining a lot here
this year.
My pool almost flooded. I have to get the.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I thought I saw Christian Slater in there at one point.
Would you arrest Christian Slater if you found him in your pool?
Yeah, it depends if you had a tie or not.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Because he just opened up the dam, so now there's all more water coming. I see.
Totally forgot about this mechanic. It's not just like gradually rising water all the time. Sometimes it's...
Right, yeah, huge floods of it. At least he got saved by the McDonald's arches there.
I really can't understand why people didn't go to see this in the theater. Like, this seems like something that people would eat up in the 90s.
It's a good spectacle, right? What's she doing? Oh, she's pumping still. She wanted to go back to the church. That was her thing, right? So she's a good girl trying to save the church. Oh no.
Oh no!
Help. Who do you think is going to help you there? Yeah, she's like, I probably shouldn't have pushed that guy off the boat. Oh, he's all right. You got.
Yeah, like seriously, this poor guy. Is that a Confederate soldier?
Let's not talk about it. Sheriff's impound yard. Yeah, this is the terrifying part.
So Christian Slater is sleeping in the cell.
Why is he sleeping?
And he somehow didn't notice that his cell flooded with water.
He's sleeping for dramatic effect. That's why he's sleeping. That guy's trying to climb.
I don't even think it's supposed to be that late at night.
Yeah, like he's just like, I think I'll take a nap.
Like it was a great shot, but that did not make any logical sense.
Why they?
I was seeing basically everybody in the town struggling with the rising water.
But like, no, there shouldn't.
The sheriff's office is completely flooded.
But like, I don't understand. Like, everyone was supposed to have already left this town, but they're like, nah, we'll just leave Christian Slater in the cell.
They left the keys right on the nearest table too, and they let him keep his belt.
They're pretty terrible police.
Well, it's because the sheriff is elected for some reason.
Right.
Is that a thing in England at all? Like, do they elect...
What, like local sheriffs?
Yeah.
No.
It seems just like a weird thing that Americans do. And I know, like, we have lots of American listeners, and I assume you people think it's weird, too, because I think it's pretty weird.
Well, I think it's just because everything's so spread out, right? You need some sort of law enforcement, and so you just have the local podunk guys do it.
But why can't you hire the guy who's been, like, doing it for 20 years to be the sheriff? Like, why can't it just be, like, any Joe Schmo that says, like, I'm going to be sheriff?
Well, maybe
my election platform is that people can speed in my county. I don't care.
That's a good point. I have no idea why. Uh-oh. There's a transformer coming. Is that supposed to mean something?
No, I think it's just about to collide through the window here.
There's car keys.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good gag.
That
was a pretty good. He just got the keys using his belt, but it turned out it was just like some car keys.
That was a classic bait and switch.
All right, whoa. And the transformer pole just came through and knocked
there you go.
The cell open. It's a bit of a Deus Ex Machina there.
I I remember him being stuck in the cell for longer. Oh, I guess he can't get out still. Oh, she's done a pretty good job of getting those sandbags back up.
I don't know how she did that.
Like, that was seriously flooded away. She got the compressor running, the pump going again. Uh-oh. Like, yeah, he's fucked.
Good eye on that Shawshank actor.
Right? I always remember him because he's got one of those faces.
Well, he's a terrifying character.
Right.
Oh, I guess so. Fire alarms just start going off when you put too much water on them.
Is that true? It's not a water. It's not a water alarm.
This movie makes you think so. Maybe the water completes the circuit.
The water alarm went off. Good job moving that bed over.
You know that now that you say that, you know, all the water was warm temperature, like I don't see anyone looking cold at all.
No, no one's shivering, right?
So yeah, Christian Slater's got about like 6 inches.
This is the thing that terrified me.
Oh yeah, that's such a great shot. So, yeah. Shot like bird's eye view of him just drowning
through the grate there. Yeah, that's perfect. How does he get out of this? I can't even remember.
I think Minnie Driver comes and saves him.
I thought she did, but she doesn't seem to be anywhere close by. And what is she exactly going to do?
See, this is...
Oh, I remember this. I use the flashlight as a freaking snorkel, man. Terrifying. That terrified me.
I don't know. I'm liking this movie so far.
It's good, man. Like the light goes off. Oh, man. It's so terrifying. And is this Minnie Driver now saving him? Like, how the hell did she get up there on the roof? She's got a Swiss Army knife.
She's resourceful.
What is this? That is hilarious.
She's a nice, God-fearing, resourceful, small-town girl.
And luckily there's only like tiny little bolts holding this grate on. Oh, this is intense, this music.
Oh, he swallowed some water.
Better hurry up, Minnie. Oh.
You know, he's resourceful. And she's resourceful.
I'm not sure how she got up there, though.
I guess well, she had the boat, and she could basically just drive the boat to the top of the police station now.
I guess so. It started raining. No, the old levee. The levee was not dry.
Man, no one's had any real good lines of dialogue, eh?
Actually, gets to throw levee.
What happened? Let's get out of here.
Are you okay? Well, he's had some good lines.
It's them. Let's go.
What was his line? I've already forgotten it. What's your step?
Low tide, sailor.
So, I was going to say surf's up, but that's not what he said.
Surf's up. Oh, man. Someone should say surf's up.
Surf's up, punk.
You know what?
Still got his jet ski.
We should be writing Punch Up on some action movies.
Yeah, all right, some 90s one-liners. Are you okay? Never better.
Help.
There he is. Get him.
Oh yeah, well, they're at the point where all these cars are just floating around.
Why are the cars floating?
I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me.
What are they made out of?
I feel like they're going to be heavier than the water.
Why are the cars floating? That's not how...
I feel like once the inner cab is
like
filled with water, it would sink. This guy on the jet ski is having way too much fun.
I'm telling you, dog. Why is he even there?
Like he's going around shooting the air,
his
going,
gun
woo,
in the air.
Woo! But like at this point in his night, he's not having any fun because
he seems to be having fun.
But he's like stuck in a flood chasing down $3 million that they thought that they would get easily.
That's true, yeah. Wow, like fucking hell.
So they're sort of driving in this floating car now.
The magic floating car.
It's funny, they're just sitting there in the car as it's just like traveling down the alleyway.
I guess if the current was strong enough, maybe
yeah,
it would float.
it's just still funny.
What is she doing? Yeah, I guess Minnie Driver hated the conditions on this set.
Well, it looks
I'd complain about
pretty
them.
miserable.
But yeah, I guess she had a real hard time with it because they were basically told her to shut up and stop colliding. But she said that everybody was wearing wetsuits. This is something I read today. They were all everyone had wetsuits on under their clothes. And they were like, you can't wear a wetsuit though. And she was like, why? He's like, so we can see your nipples through your wetsuit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Bit of 90s fucking sexism there.
It's yeah, I can totally see that.
That's brutal.
So now this deputy's explaining why he got his boat stolen by Minnie Driver. Oh yeah, here's Christian Slater's backstory.
Have you ever been robbed before? She says. Ooh.
He used to sell construction machinery.
He's doing all right.
What is that? What is this for a backstory?
The dialogue in this movie is brutal.
Like it's just so funny. Like
I was selling machinery equipment, but it just didn't seem right anymore. It's like, what do you mean?
Why wouldn't they have it like that? He was an ex-Marine or something. He came back and he had a hard time finding work, or he was a cop who he broke a rule and so he got fired or something. Not just like, I used to sell construction machinery, then I didn't like doing that anymore, so now I'm doing this.
Why wouldn't it not be literally anything else?
Yeah, it's a bad backstory.
Maybe they're just trying to say like he's no hero. He's just a loser.
He's just an ordinary guy.
He's just an ordinary loser. We did the right thing. Oh God, now she's looking through the cassette tapes. He's raising her up in the flood.
Yeah. And they still don't look cold.
What? No, not at all.
I feel like hypothermia would be a big concern at this point.
Like he's like, maybe we should get out of here. I'd be like, I'm pretty happy in the floating car actually.
And the car wasn't really bouncing off of anything in that alley. Mm. Oh yeah, so the water is now at the level that they're just about to hit the bottom of the transformers. I feel like the electricity probably would have been completely out by now.
Yeah, I don't know. I never understand how that works when it's like everything's so flooded. It's like...
Oh, so this is directly answering Trump's question about what happens when there's a shark next to a battery that's underwater.
Right. They get set on fire.
They get set on fire.
I remember this, aren't it? Like, oh, we're safe because we're out of the water. And like, oh, this is metal. He just said it. Oh, no, this is metal.
Oh, that's hilarious. You know what? I didn't even clock that as they were on it.
Oh
yeah, because I remember a bad guy coming here, and I think they try to warn him to get out of the water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this guy's name was basically...
Born to Die?
Mr. Gonna Bite It.
Yeah.
Born to Die.
Man, the score's going nuts right now.
Yeah, this is what I've never understood. Wow, how did he just did a swimming power uppercut on the guy?
That's why, make him former military or something like that.
I like how they're now suddenly very concerned for this guy's safety. Yeah, I don't understand that. If that was actually happening, would that actually electrocute you?
Oh, he's not listening to them.
No, don't give him your hand. Oops.
Oh man, the 90s really knew how to electrocute a guy.
He's literally on fire. Whoa.
Like a big reaction when his body goes in the water. Alright, yeah, pretty decent effect still.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't understand why they were trying to help him so much. Like, that guy literally shot his uncle in the neck. I would have been like, die, fucker.
They're both good people.
Whoa!
So yeah, they're breaking into this house. They immediately see a bear trap.
Yeah, this is Betty White's house, right?
It's gotta be,
because they said they were setting traps up for looters. Which, that seems unnecessary.
I feel like if a town's flooding this bad, it's not gonna have very many looters.
I don't know, man. I guess. Whoop. Just the casting of this guy is interesting. What is this guy's not dead? What?
Oh, how did that guy not die there?
He literally got set on fire from being electrocuted.
Is he gonna die in the boat here?
Well, he should be very dead.
I don't know why they would bother having just kill the guy off there.
What happened to his shirt? That's really weird. Why is his shirt ripped like that? Just take it off.
You've got a whole gang. This old couple's injecting some good energy into the movie.
Right. Bit of levity. After someone just getting electrocuted, not to death.
So the sheriff and his men are just kind of chasing around. They haven't gone to the cemetery. They haven't really done anything.
Oh, it hurts. You're not going to be alright, Kenny. You should be definitely dead.
Alright, so this henchman's name is Mr. Meller.
Mr. Meller.
I'm going to look up what his name is, what else he's been in. Dan Florek.
He doesn't look familiar.
Oh, he's a Law and Order guy. That's why he looks familiar.
They needed this heartbreaking scene of this guy dying in Morgan Freeman's arms.
So yeah, this is kind of a funny scene.
I don't think it's supposed to be.
It's not. So it's a little odd in that it's showing Morgan Freeman having compassion for this poor dumb idiot who got himself electrocuted, but Christian Slater tried to save him. It's not like he killed him on purpose or whatever.
So is this supposed to be now Morgan Freeman's angry at Christian Slater because this guy's dead?
So it doesn't quite work. I don't think he thinks that Christian Slater killed him.
Yeah, I don't know what that scene was supposed to be for, to be honest.
Yeah, so I can kind of see the flaw that maybe they're giving Morgan Freeman a little bit too much
right,
humanity.
They didn't need that scene of him look how kind he is.
All right, so the security guard uniform is now officially off.
Yeah, I feel like that scene was supposed to be look how in good shape Christian Slater is, but he doesn't look in great
No,
shape.
yeah, he kind of just looks like an ordinary dude, to be honest.
He's rocking the dad bod.
He's got the same body that I have, basically.
It's shirt's coming off.
Now, he might prove me wrong later on in the movie.
He's going to rip the white tee off. I missed their plan now. What else is he going to do? Is he going to get the money? Talking over all the important plot points here, Trevor. They have a boat?
And this is still a full 25 years before Betty White died.
Yeah, she's playing the ancient old lady. Oh, they got him. What are they waiting for?
Oh, so I think they're going to follow him to the money.
Why don't they just get him now?
It was kind of a big leap that they were...
See, he does think he electrocuted that kid. What? What do you mean you know what?
So yeah, he said, I know where he's going. What I'd like to know is where he came from.
Why does it make any sense? What is he looking for now? A shotgun?
I guess, yeah, he's getting a gun. Did Morgan Freeman know that he was going back to get a gun?
Yeah, but he wants to know where he's coming from. The dialogue in this movie is really weird. What the heck is that?
Is that a dead donkey?
It's a cow.
Oh, a dead cow. All right.
Oh dear.
They captured the old couple.
Didn't get many driver though, did they? She'll save him.
Betty White calling them all low-life scumbags.
I like how they basically kidnapped this old couple, but they were kind enough to let them like put on all their rain gear.
Okay, yeah, that's hilarious. So they kidnapped this old couple, then immediately let them go.
Well, they got what they wanted.
And they don't have Minnie Driver.
Yeah, where
and
is
it
she?
Didn't show where Minnie Driver is or how she evaded them.
Oh, there's your reference for how much the water's gone up. They keep showing the statue. Oh, she's just swimming. Yeah, I feel like, did we miss a scene?
There's got to be something missing because all of a sudden it just has Minnie Driver out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they definitely cut a scene out of where they kidnapped this old couple.
And then, yeah, she evaded capture.
Oh, I actually never saw her. There you go.
Da-da-da. Oh, there was a Sears. You see that?
Did see that. Not many of them. When did Sears disappear?
Well, they're still around some places, but yeah, not ubiquitous anymore.
I thought they were gone for good now.
They're gone for good?
Sears,
I think there's some places still, isn't there?
I don't think so.
Let me see.
I'm going to go back and see if he'll shoot you.
All right, as of April 2024, there are 11 Sears stores remaining, with 10 in the mainland U.S. and 1 location in Puerto Rico. They are not in Canada anymore. Like,
how did they find?
They've been gone for like 6 years.
I guess they found Minnie Driver.
But yeah, like Sears used to be in every town basically, and now
right.
They
maybe it's just the catalog that went away. I think.
So this is the guy in the crew who's like the brains. Yeah. He knows everything. But Morgan Freeman's also kind of the brains.
Yeah, why did they need a professor type dude?
Yeah.
Oh, he made the bombs, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he said my students.
It's like a chemistry
He's
teacher.
Basically Walter White. Again, they got Christian Slater in the white shirt so that he can show the muscles all the way through.
Yeah, but I don't know if he has any.
All right, yeah, Pete calling out Christian Slater.
Well, I mean, like, for 90s action hero, he's not really...
No.
I'm just all ruined from seeing Wolverine.
But that's the kind of thing about the 90s was more moving away from guys like Stallone and Schwarzenegger more towards, like, you know, Keanu.
Well, Bruce Willis wasn't, like,
and
ripped.
Yeah, well, Bruce Willis already, like, in 88 Die Hard is pretty small. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the reveal.
The reveal that his uncle was in on the whole thing, so he deserved to get shot in the throat.
Yep, that's what happens. Yeehaw, tootin' bootin'.
Oh yeah, I still never looked up where this is supposed to take place.
Right.
Rain take place. In the town of Huntingburg, Indiana.
Huntingburg.
So that's not even like, you know, deep south or anything. They're all putting on the pretty thick accents there.
Wow, this is it now. You can't believe it.
Well, that's it's a lot of background information he has on.
Yeah, he knows him really well.
Uncle.
Good question. Yeah, maybe you should have filled him in.
Yeah, so
Like, don't kill anyone because we've got him in our pocket.
So, and also revealed that he was supposed to be taking care of that stupid henchman. I feel like they could have just said, "Hey, one of these guys is on our side.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't shoot."
Right.
This really undermines Morgan Freeman's persona as a smart thief. It's a pretty good line.
Mm. Who's this now?
Oh, so he did lead them to the actual mausoleum that he hid the money in.
Why did he say it's not going to do you much
I don't
good?
know. Christian Slater is a very sneaky guy.
Yeah, he's got a plan here. It's Springsteen now.
So the guy, he quoted one Bible quote, and he's the Bible guy, and then he just is already done with it. All right, so now there's a shootout. I don't think this had anything to do with Christian Slater's plan. I think this was just lucky timing.
Yeah, what was his plan then? He was like, I'm just going to dive under and then be like, he's not there anymore.
It's not there.
They really just like started shooting.
I do want to point out that the cop shot the black villain pretty quickly.
In the back, by the way.
This is why you got tossed out of the election there, Randy Quaid, because you're too quick on the trigger.
Wow, that was a nice shot of the glasses falling on a gravestone.
So now I believe we've lost all of the henchmen characters.
Well, this is
right?
isn't this the heel turn now, where Randy Quaid becomes the bad guy, or am I misremembering this?
I think you're remembering correctly.
Now Morgan Freeman's gonna have to work with Christian Slater because he's not really a bad guy. He never shot any black guys in the back. Like, all right.
So Randy Quaid just trying to. Oh,
whoa!
He just butts Minnie Driver in the face with his rifle.
It's like he's not even. Like, it wasn't even a slow turn. He just literally went evil.
I don't think he has the money yet.
Where is it then?
I feel like Christian Slater just has
lying.
Hid it somewhere else. I don't know.
The money. There was never any money. It was all just the friends we made along the way.
So the security guards to each bank are collecting memories?
Oh, he has got it.
They do?
Well, he's got a bag there. I'm sure.
No, I think it's full of ammo.
Oh.
Is that the damn guy?
Yeah, he told him to come down.
Well, yeah. Now it turns out the local police are corrupt.
Yeah. Oh, he did some quick math there as well.
Are you okay with that? $750,000. I don't think he talked through this plan with any of them. I think he just called out loud that, hey, we're all gonna steal this money. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah, I don't think they look super okay with it. Plus, he just literally smashed Minnie Driver in the head, and that guy's in love with her. I'd be a bit worried about how he's going to react.
So where's her body in all this? Is she unconscious in the water?
No, Boggs pulled her in the other boat.
Okay, I must have missed that.
Can't pay attention, Trevor.
Sorry, I was just looking at his condom hat.
Yeah, at least he's got a dry hat. It's very important. The Looters film.
They're witnesses.
Wow, see, that is a heel turn and a half. What weapon is he actually firing?
Man, this guy who like runs the dam was way too easy to convince. Like, hey, just come on down here. We're gonna shoot people, but I'm gonna give you $750,000.
Yeah, you want to do some murdering?
Hell yeah, man! I'm up for it.
Yo. That is not the least unconvincing thing in this movie, though. I could see that happening.
So now Christian Slater and Morgan Freeman, once enemies, now are reluctant allies.
He's a pretty good guy, old Morgan Freeman.
So they did have the money. So why, if he already had the money, why did he have to go down to that mausoleum?
Because to make the heel turn all that more effective.
But couldn't he have just stashed the money somewhere?
No, he needs to kill him. Witnesses. Just said that, dude.
I know, but but they didn't witness that the police had gotten the money. Like, why couldn't they have just, like, hidden it somewhere and then been like, hey, the money never showed up?
I guess.
Isn't that a lot easier than him showing up there and having to murder everybody?
I don't think they're really thinking that clearly.
I guess, yeah, like, your feet are wet the whole time.
Yeah. He maybe just really likes murdering people.
Doing what he does best.
Well, Phil's not having it.
Yeah, Phil loves Mini Driver too much.
Like you just literally smashed Mini Driver in the face. Yep, Phil's a goner.
$750,000 or you kill me. Your choice.
What's he doing? Oh, he's got a bomb.
There we go.
Whoops.
Well, Phil not dead yet.
He'll come back. He'll come around. Why is Morgan Freeman...
Yeah, Morgan Freeman's very... Like, I can understand them not killing each other, but he's like, let me save you, Tom.
He's like, I'm coming, I'm gonna save you.
Actually, I think until he said that, I wasn't even sure that that's what the character's name was, Tom.
Yeah, no, we just been calling him Christian Slater the whole movie. Uh-oh. Maybe he's not that good. Like, just move the boat. You literally...
Also, I don't want to shit on Christian Slater too much, but I don't think he has very good hair.
Wow. Yeah, I've never really thought about it.
It's just like a boring haircut.
Yeah, it's not like anything to write home about. Well, I mean, I can't really complain about people's haircuts.
But like at least like, you know, like Bruce Willis was always going bald in interesting ways.
I guess. I'm really confused.
Are you gonna? Oh, he ditches Kenny's body.
Not Kenny.
And after Kenny's dad asked you to watch out for him, you didn't even provide him with like basic information.
And you just dumped him in the... I guess he's in a cemetery, so...
That's true.
Cut out the middleman. Save a bit of money.
Save a bit of money.
Why did he do that? So they could go faster?
I guess, yeah. But then why did he need to pick up Tom?
He really didn't. Alright, so who's left that's even alive now?
So it's the 4 guys on the bad guy's side now. Including Phil, who's a little...
Oh dear, there you go.
Oh! Actually, that was pretty good payoff for that statue. Right? That's the 3rd time it showed it.
Exactly. It's like Chekhov's Confederate statue. Once the water goes above it, it's going to become a huge part of the plot.
Yeah. I feel like they should have been bouncing into a lot more stuff than this.
Yeah, I don't think that boat's going to go anymore, dude. Oh, no.
Turn over. Like, I don't know how you get it to turn over when it's stuck on a statue.
Well, he literally drove his prop into a sword.
This guy is way too on board with hunting humans.
I think that's why he called him down. He's like, oh, that psycho who runs the damn Ilvia into it.
He just told me last week how, hunting deer has gotten too boring for him.
He'd love to shoot some people.
The most dangerous game.
Did Morgan Freeman get shot, or is he just unconscious?
I think he just got knocked out.
Yeah.
So now it could show how they both saved each other's life.
Oh, he's ruining the church.
He seriously does Mini Driver dirty like that and rams through her sand bags to flood the church.
8 months she worked on that church, you jerk.
Jesus.
Where is Mini Driver?
I think she's passed out in one of these boats, but they haven't cut to her in a long time.
She'll show up and save the day.
So they have the money now, right?
I don't think so.
So what's that satchel that Morgan Freeman is holding?
I think he's just got ammo in it, maybe a couple of bombs.
Okay.
Something that will become.
So now
important.
it's just that they are witnesses, and that's enough that they're hunting them down. I guess it's a good enough reason.
Yeah. Right. Excuse me? Are you gonna set it on fire?
Screw the town. He doesn't care about nothing anymore.
Wow. Screw the town.
Screw the town.
What about Betty White and the old guy?
Yeah, they're the townsfolk who are left.
And the church. What about the church? Screw the town.
Jeez, it's a little insulting.
Yeah, it's not really a good line. Oh no, not the tree. Been doing it for 2 months.
So would you be on the take if you were a security guard?
I mean, if I met Asner and I've been doing it for 4 years and I got a really shitty pension and whatnot, I'd be thinking about it.
What's the downside, right?
$3 million. I'll just see you later.
Other than that, or they're gonna rob you for real and just shoot you.
He's gonna go to Belize.
Yeah, now they're all just hanging out and they're fast friends.
They're basically the same person.
Yeah. It's like, you rob banks, I used to sell construction equipment.
Yeah, I thought about robbing a bank. You killed my uncle. Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah, there's Mini Driver.
Yeah, wet t-shirt. Oh,
I can see what she means though.
This is why they hired this guy to play this character, because he's a creepy perv.
Is he seriously doing a sexual assault scene right now?
Oh yeah. He's the creepy perv. He's got that face on him. What else would you do?
So now he says that he's just going to take her away and drown her, but I guess he's planning on raping her.
And then drowning her? I guess all these policemen are just really, evil.
Phil is not taking kindly to this whole thing. You think it would have occurred to them to say, we're going to shoot Mini Driver unless you come out?
Yeah, that could have worked pretty well.
Not, I'm just going to go drown her somewhere.
Whoa.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so now they're throwing Molotov cocktails down there. I feel like that's not going to work in these conditions.
Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking, but I guess you could burn the roof down, I guess.
I feel like with that amount of rain, that it's going to go out before it does any real damage.
Looks cool, though. Church on fire.
They happen to just throw one cocktail onto a desk.
Ooh. Yeah, see, that's why you hire this guy. He's got that creepy face. And they gave him a creepy moustache.
Man, this guy sure did get typecast as like a rapist. Like,
you need a creepy rapist. I'm really concerned for these guys.
Fire's not catching.
I guess fire's not the best plan.
Man. This scene is gross. Like, yeah, it's just kind of out of nowhere, too.
I know, right? It's like all of a sudden. That's what I mean. Like, all of a sudden, Randy Quaid becomes like the most evil person. And this guy's like, no, I'm even more evil. It's all right. He'll get what's coming to him.
Is something going to fall on him or something?
I'm thinking shark. Shark
would be perfect right now.
The shark just comes
like, oh no, the zoo flooded.
It bites his dick off. Crocodile would be good too. I literally cannot. I forgot this whole scene happened. I forgot it too. She's gonna kill him now. Didn't check her pockets, did you, mate? Good old Swiss Army knife.
Oh, is she just gonna stab him when he gets back?
No, I think she like undoes. Does she like unscrew the banister? Oh no, maybe she's gonna. He's got a candle.
He left to go get a candle.
Oh man, I could just picture
fucking psychotic.
Like the writers, like, we need to get him to leave the scene so she can show us that she has the army knife. How do we get him to leave? How about if he goes and gets a candle?
Oh my gosh. This is kind of the kind of scene that happened in the 90s all the damn time.
Yeah. Oh. Whoa, she literally just.
So yeah, so I think initially she was just thinking of that for the handcuffs, but then she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna stab this guy.
She didn't realize that his gun was literally right next to her.
Oh yeah. Although, you know what, her hands are tied. She probably couldn't have got to it anyways.
I mean, I guess. Whoa.
Like, he's literally trying to shoot her as he's dying. Like, that's spiteful. Just like.
Well, she did stab him in the neck.
But I think at that point you just say, okay, you know what? Well played. Well played. I'll take the L.
I feel like the Swiss Army Company paid some money to
product placement.
Show you how useful those knives can be.
All right, so that's, you know, she can unscrew, was that a Phillips head?
Yeah.
And then just you can...
Stab rapist in the neck.
Stab rapist in the neck, so that's two things.
And they die pretty quick, so it's obviously a decent blade. What is this guy Wayne doing? That's Wayne, right?
Wayne is the dam guy.
Oh, is it? What's the guy?
Phil is the guy who has a crush on Minnie Driver.
Yeah, what's he doing? He needs to just shoot.
Yeah, he's gotta
shoot Randy Quaid and pretend, and then just tell everyone he was the hero. Like, Randy Quaid made me do it, and I shot him, so we're all good now. Oh, was she trying to get the keys off him?
Oh, and he's floating away.
Don't worry, Minnie, you got a Swiss Army knife. You'll be right. Plus, like, you can go up those stairs. Nothing's stopping you.
Oh, and she's gonna unscrew some screw. Well, I guess it's still the same.
Whoa, slow-mo coming out of the water with 2 pistols. Yes, so nice.
Misses all of them.
Oh, that is 90s as it comes. Has he forgot he's got a shotgun there? What's he doing?
I don't know why he just didn't shoot him there. I feel like this damn operator's got to get shot here.
He's a terrible shot.
Well, the fact that they're all in close range here, just shooting at each other, and no one got anybody, it's just kind of poorly directed action there.
It looked pretty cool when he popped out the water with those guns, though.
But he didn't get anybody.
Doesn't matter. It looked cool as hell.
It always reminds me of that scene from one of the Naked Gun movies where they're just like firing at each other back and forth, and it turns out they're like 1 foot away from each other.
Like, I was kind of joking earlier when I said he forgot that. I just assumed he didn't have any ammo in that shotgun when he decided not to use it and run away, but now he's using it.
Yeah. But like, he was 5 feet away from...
Yeah, with a shotgun. Like, it would have been impossible for him to miss. What's he doing?
Oh, so he just jumped down from the balcony and he missed everybody.
Oh, why did he even do that? Oh. That water is rising very quickly. That's terrifying. He lassoed him.
Just lassoed him with an extension cord.
Wow.
The fact that no one has been shot in this small room is really annoying.
It is quite annoying. There you go.
Oh.
I mean, they obviously.
I feel like Phil lasted a lot longer than he should have.
Yeah, he was obviously not going to make it. There you go. He's got him now.
What time we got left on this movie? Like,
yeah, I feel like they're going through it.
What else has got to happen now?
I forget how fast these 90-minute movies go for
17 minutes left, and they've like was that the final showdown with the big bad guy?
I mean,
there's got to be something else.
They didn't kill the other guy. Well, the last thing on the dam's got to break, and then a whole ton of water's going to come, and they got to save Karen.
I think this house is like right on the water line or something. Like it's filling up very quickly.
Right. Oh, this guy's still alive too.
They went back to her house.
Uh-oh. Why is Hank still around?
So yeah, it seems like this like dam operator doesn't really know what he's doing. Like what was gonna help anyways? Like was the dam like doing anything at that point when the water's just flowing over top of it?
I don't know. I don't know why they're not just shooting this guy. And now he doesn't care about the money.
Yeah, now Christian Slater does not care about the money. Good job, Phil. Yeah, I feel like Morgan Freeman really should just shoot that guy.
Very much so. Shoot both of them.
Thank you, Phil.
He just jumps out the boat, I guess.
It is kind of just a weird energy for the action film in that, like, there's two bad guys left, and Morgan Freeman is just not doing anything about it, and we're kind of just waiting for something to happen to shake up that dynamic.
Oh, it's coming.
All right, now the big set piece. How do you think, is this just miniatures there?
Yes.
Most of it looks like CGI, actually.
Yeah, you do want to shoot him, actually. They're literally the only witnesses that are left. What's he doing? Like checking it's got money in there? It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
So yeah, Morgan Freeman's just kind of like gloating at this point, or is he going to share the money with them?
I think he was just checking to make sure it was actually the money, but where else would it be? Yeah, I don't know if that is a miniature. Looks like it probably is.
Looks like probably a combination of miniature and CGI stuff.
Oh, he found that house pretty quick.
Well, it was on Boyd Street, 3 down with blue siding.
Yeah, like that. Would that mean anything to him?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, is he finding Boyd Street at this point?
Yeah, does he know this town well?
Because, like,
yeah, you're handcuffed.
The street signs, like, as if the Transformers are underwater.
Right.
I feel like the street signs are lower than that. Hank, you're a bad damn operator.
He's got his ankle gun. His face.
Oh, Morgan Freeman got it right in the chest.
Come on, Morgan.
You should have just killed me.
No, poor Phil.
Man, poor Phil's just stuck in limbo.
He's doing all right though. He got shot like twice in the torso.
So it did show like Morgan Freeman getting shot in the chest, and then when he was in the water, it looks like it just got him in the arm. Is that the reshoot, do you think?
Maybe. Yeah, you think that was where he was supposed to die?
I think that was probably where he was supposed to die, because the thing you were alluding to...
Oh,
we gotta go faster. The thing you were alluding to earlier is that in the original script, Morgan Freeman's character died, but then it tested poorly with audiences, so they reshot some stuff, so he lived.
Yeah.
So I feel like that original footage there was showing him get shot straight square in the chest, and then he gets out of the water, it's just his shoulder.
This guy's grabbed a Bible. That's pretty funny.
Poor Phil. You know what? Phil didn't deserve that.
Yeah, justice for Phil, man.
He went along with the plan a little bit too easily.
Well, I mean, he didn't have much of a choice.
A little bit of hesitation. Well, he could have shot Randy Quaid.
Yeah, well, he's not about shooting people. He's a good guy. This guy's like a cockroach.
What, Hank? Like he would survive anything?
Yeah. Look. Oh, maybe not this.
Is that a propane tank?
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa! The body just goes flying.
Literally sent him into orbit. No.
Oh, and there's Hank's hat.
No, just in case you were wondering if Hank was going to make it. Nope, he's definitely not.
So yeah, who do you think is the worst human being? Is it?
Well, it's Randy Quaid, obviously.
Well, I was going to say like
imitating life.
The Boggs character who like takes Minnie Driver out, or
that's a good point.
Is it Hank who like goes along with the plan after like 5 seconds of like explaining what was going on? Like, hey, we got to hunt these people now.
Although the house is floating away now, just like the car was.
Okay, yeah, and this is the final stage of like.
Hold on, he swam all the way down to the kitchen to get a hacksaw. Fair play to him. It didn't last very long though. Doesn't he have a gun? What happened to his shotgun?
I don't know, man. Like it showed the shotgun was. The gun's just like patiently waiting on the porch, even though the house is floating away.
It's heavy gun, Trevor. Heavy gun.
It showed that he was out of ammo for the shotgun earlier.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because he tried to shoot.
Oh,
Hank.
Yes, he tried to shoot Hank. I remember now.
And then Hank shot Phil, and he said, "Wuss."
That's right. How could I forget that classic scene? Oh, the boat's still there. That's handy. Oh, no, it's not. Chimney just fell on it. I guess he tied it off. So his plan here is just going to shoot the handcuffs off her? I guess that'll work. There you go. Oh, there you go. Betty White and her husband are alright.
Oh no, that looks like the husband's dying?
Nah, he'd be alright.
Or is he just asleep?
He's a salty dog. He told us to shut the fuck up earlier.
So I was reading this Roger Ebert review.
Oh God, what did he have to say?
And his main complaint was that he felt like he was thinking about how the actors would be uncomfortable too much.
Yeah.
And he said, if the movie was working, he shouldn't have even been thinking about this. And here's how his review ends. I was in Los Angeles the weekend Hard Rain had its preview and went to talk to the cast. I find myself asking, wasn't there a danger of electrocution when you were standing for weeks in all that water with electric cables everywhere? That's not the sort of question you even think about if the story is working. Hey, how about this for a story idea? An actor signs up for a movie about a flood, little realizing that a celebrity stalker who hates him has been hired as an electrician on the same picture.
He's literally pitching new movies in his review. Yeah, so if you were right and he was dead, yeah, like they changed him from being shot in the chest to being grazed on the arm. He was
shot like square in the chest.
Yeah, it grazed his arm. See.
So I feel like that was supposed to be his character's end.
So I wonder how it was supposed to end, otherwise.
I think like they were just meaning for like him to be a complicated character who just died just there.
No, I mean I wonder how the movie ended before they did this reshoot.
I'm guessing probably it's just a showdown between Slater and Randy Quaid.
Slater drove his boat into him.
Because Morgan Freeman's kind of getting the hero moment here.
Right? Oh, we missed. Oh.
And the engine comes and takes him out. Some pretty good deaths in this movie, actually.
Yeah. That was a nice little twist. Like, the boat missed him, but there's a prop just right in his face. Got the harmonica, like the blues harmonica going.
Well, because they're really going for like a Western vibe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's really tired.
Then they're basically best friends now.
Yeah. Came back for the money, idiot. Ha.
I came for the money.
Of course you did.
I feel like they should split at this point. Is this Phil?
No, it's Randy Quaid.
Oh, it's Randy.
Yeah, I mean, he only got hit by a propeller. It wouldn't have killed him.
Well, everyone knows like if you get hit by a propeller the right way, it doesn't really hurt you.
Why is she like slow-mo diving for the gun? Is she just gonna shoot him? That would be hilarious.
I feel like she's just gonna shoot him in cold blood there.
Like he's not armed. He's not doing anything. Oh, he's got a gun. It's fine. Just take his head off.
Man, this is a weird scene.
It's like, in case you were wondering, here's my gun. Oh, it's not working.
A lot of gun. Actually, the gun jams make a lot of sense here.
Whoa.
And then they just unload on him.
What were they waiting for?
Morgan Freeman's got really intense eyes there.
Well, he's shooting underneath his arm, right?
Yeah.
That is a proper Western thing to do.
Is he going to float down clutching that money?
Yeah.
All you cared about was money, right. Randy Quaid.
Look at what happened to you. Oh, the raindrops on the red hot barrel of the gun. What the heck? That was weird.
And then she throws away the gun. She's like, nevermore. These only cause problems.
There was like 5 cuts in that shot for some reason.
That was, like, what? Like, she just tried to kill him with a gun.
Super dramatic. Maybe she's just pissed because it didn't work. Why is state police there? But he's like, what about the money? Because he's like, nah, I'm going to keep it. You better get going, Morgan Freeman. I feel like Minnie Driver's not actually acting in this scene. She's just literally like, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this.
Oh, he got the one bag. Good old Morgan Freeman.
Hey, he got a little bit of the money.
He deserves it. He's a good guy.
How many bags were there in total? Were there 3?
I don't know. I think there was more than that.
I'm going to say there's 3.
I'm going to say there was
Oh, look at what is that? A matte painting behind them?
What is going on there?
It's like he's just about to bump into the studio wall there.
Turn into a Disney movie. Do you know if my church survived?
Her poor church.
Right.
Main driver's still thinking about her
Yeah,
dang church. This town is done.
I'd honestly be like, you need to shut up about the church.
So they didn't really have much chemistry in this movie either.
No. You can. Whoop!
Oh,
Freeze
freeze
frame.
frame. And then hard cut into the credits.
Wow.
They just got out of there.
Yeah, that was like, why not, right?
All right, so yeah, this was our first like commentary or
Tell
whatever.
you what, though,
like,
I didn't disappoint that. I mean,
I think it was the perfect kind of movie to do this.
It was as good as I remember it.
Yeah,
it had everything you need, right?
Yeah,
I can understand why it's got a 31 on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever it is.
Well,
I can also understand why I love it so much.
I think that's pretty harsh. Like 31%.
It is pretty harsh.
Crazy.
To be
like
fair.
This is like a totally fine movie. Like it's not anywhere near as good as like a Speed or something like that.
No.
But it's like totally average and totally fine. And like it's the stuff of schoolboy fantasies of pretending to wade around in floodwaters.
I mean, it's like, to your point, it's like just driving your boat around your school or on your town and just like we're trying to find bad guys and shooting stuff. It's like, it's perfect.
The premise is enough to carry this movie, and they're really wading through water through most of this goddamn thing. Like they don't make stuff like this anymore. Like probably for good reason, because it would be absolutely miserable.
I can't really get past like what you read from
Roger
Ebert's review.
Do you not agree?
Well, I mean, how can you judge a movie by the fact that you thought that it would suck for those actors to film it? It's like, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, it's like, I feel like, maybe the critics had their knives out for this movie because they knew how expensive it was.
Yeah.
That can happen sometimes when there's a big price tag associated with something. Kind of go in wanting to dislike
it. The weird thing is that even the audience score sucked for it.
Let's see. But it became big on home video after that, right?
Yeah,
so even the audience score is bad, you say?
I think so. According to this, it said it was about the same.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I like it. Because I was a bit worried. Like I said at the start, like it's been like 25 years since I saw it. And then when I saw the ratings, I was like a bit like, oh, maybe it's just one of those nostalgia things where I'm going to be like, this is horrible.
Yeah, 34% critics, 34% audience score. I do not get the audience score at all.
Wow.
Like I think it's like totally fine.
You don't usually see those reviews being that aligned, though.
Yeah.
Especially when they're so bad.
All right, so let's see. William D. said, great movie, one of the best heist movies I've ever seen, 4 stars. Steve D., I wonder if they're related.
The D boys.
Not even the strong cast can make this mess work. Only 2 stars.
It was a very strong cast, to be fair.
Yeah. Another review says, an armored vehicle is robbed in a huge storm, and the officer in charge must make sure to secure the payload from every threat that comes his way. That's not really a review.
Harmonica performed by Toots Thielmans. Is he famous?
I don't know. It said they actually played The River in this. I didn't hear that.
No, I didn't hear that.
We have the volume down a little bit.
Man, they really rip through the credits as well, don't they? I kind of miss when like movie plus credits would be like 1 hour 34 minutes, and they just like boom right through it. Yeah. Any last words about Hard Rain?
I say it holds up like better than I thought it was. I was a little worried about the CGI from the first bit of the movie.
Yeah, luckily they didn't rely too heavily on going to like big wide CG shots of massive floods.
I think that they found like enough like clever things to do with the premise, and like I think having like the turn of like different bad guys still like works well, and the dialogue is probably the weakest point of the movie. It's
the dialogue was pretty.
It's kind of lame, but like I don't really care all that much. Like I think it's fun. Like it's a 90-minute movie. Like what the hell do you want?
Yeah, you're not watching Hard Rain for the dialogue and.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'd say like a solid like 5 out of 6.5 for me.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I might not go that high just because Like, it is what it is. It's not trying to be anything else. I mean, I guess you've got to review it on its own merits, right? It does exactly what it sets out to do, and I think it does it pretty well. So yeah, I mean, I guess I can't really argue with 5 that much. But no.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Is there anyone who listened all the way through and just hates Hard Rain with a passion? Or you love it like it's a precious childhood memory. You also like to pretend that your town was flooded with rain.
Yeah. Or have you never heard of it and we hipped you onto it? If so, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, let us know at firstlookfinalwordpod@gmail.com. Love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, also let us know if you want us to do more of these commentary episodes.
I'd do this again.
Yeah, we should do a few more. Let us know what you want us to do a commentary for, and we'll add it to the schedule.
All right. Anything else to add?
No, I think that's it for Hard Rain. That's it for this week. That's the final word.